So when you subtract fractions, the process is the same, but they're not going to have you start out by doing all that stuff where you have to find your common denominator first. And so you still need to find the common denominator when you subtract. Again, I have an 8 and a 7, nothing in common, so I just multiply them together. 8 times 7 is 56. So I'm making my common denominator. I like to just write one big fraction because that's what it's going to be. 8 goes into 56 7 times. So I take 7 times that numerator. 9 times 7 is 63. 7 goes into 56 8 times. So I have the subtraction. 2 times 8 is 16. So now my problem becomes that I have to subtract 63 minus 16. 63 minus 16 is going to give me 47. Then it says if you need to reduce it to lowest term. So I would try to see if 47 and 56 have any common factors. I don't believe they do. And so that's just going to be my answer. So again, if I'm checking this with my calculator, I'm doing 9 fraction eighths minus 2 fraction sevenths, and it's not going to give me the work in between, but I can see I got 47 over 56, so I have the same answer I did when I did it paper pencil. I must have the right answer. Here I have a 10 and a 6. Now these ones have a common factor. They're both divisible by 2. So I know that 10 times 6, 60, isn't the lowest one. So I think about my multiples of 10. 6 doesn't go into 10, 6 doesn't go into 20. Oh yeah, but 6 goes into 30, so 30 is my least common denominator, and that's what I'm going to want on the bottom of my fraction. 10 goes into 30 3 times, so I have to take 3 times 14, which would be 42, minus 6 goes into 30 5 times, 5 times 3 is 15. So I'm going to have to subtract 42 minus 15. 42 minus 15 gives me 27. So I get 27 thirtieths. I want to make sure my answer is in lowest terms. This one I can reduce. Hopefully you recognize 27 and 30 are both divisible by 3. So 27 divided by 3 is 9. 30 divided by 3 is 10. So 9/10 would be my answer in lowest terms. And again, if I check it with my fraction calculator, 14 fraction tenths minus 3 fraction sixths, I get 9/10 on my calculator. So again, it's not going to show you work in between, but you will be able to check to see, oh, did I get my right answer in lowest terms? Now some people, instead of making that big long fraction like I did, like to line when they're adding and subtracting up and down. So I'm going to just line this up the other way. 13/10 minus 1/3. So they can see a little easier what they're doing, like they were doing in those boxes. My common denominator here is going to be 30, because 10 and 3 don't have anything in common. I can just multiply them together. 10 goes into 30 3 times, so 3 times 13 would be 39. 3 goes into 30 10 times. 10 times 1 is 10. So 39 minus 10 would be 29 thirtieths. Again, I can't reduce that one down, so I would just go ahead and say, yep, that's going to be my answer. So checking that out, 13 fraction tenths minus 1 fraction 3, I get 29 over 30, and it checks out.